7 Life-Changing Secrets to Master Your Emotions. Why emotions control most lives and how you can take your power back. Most people think emotions just happen. They believe emotions are something outside of their control. They say, "I cannot help it. I was angry. I was hurt. I reacted without thinking." But this belief is the reason so many lives feel heavy. This belief is the reason people feel tired even when they rest. This belief is the reason relationships break, dreams fade, peace disappears. Emotions do not control your life by force. They control your life by habit. Every day, you wake up, you check your phone, you read something, you feel something, you react. A message makes you angry. Silence makes you anxious. A comment makes you defensive. A look makes you insecure. And slowly, without noticing, your emotions begin to decide your actions. When emotions decide your actions decide your future. This is not motivation. This is reality. If you do not learn to master your emotions will master you. And the truth is simple. A life ruled by emotions is a painful life. That is why this lesson matters. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. This is the first step, the moment you understand one truth. You are not weak because you feel emotions. You are weak only when emotions control your choices. Strong people feel deeply, but they choose carefully. This is the difference. Most people react. Very few people respond. Reaction is fast. Reaction is loud. Reaction is emotional. Response is calm. Response is slow. Response is powerful. This article will teach you how to move from reaction to response, from chaos to calm, from emotional pain to emotional strength. And we start with the first secret. Secret 1. Emotions are signals, not commands. Your emotions are not your enemy. They are messengers. Anger is a signal. Fear is a signal. Sadness is a signal. But a signal is not an order. A fire alarm tells you there is smoke. It does not tell you to burn the house down. In the same way, anger tells you something feels unfair. It does not tell you to shout. Fear tells you something feels unsafe. It does not tell you to run blindly. Sadness tells you something matters. It does not tell you to give up. Most people confuse signal with command. They feel anger, they obey it. They feel fear, they obey it. This is how emotions become dictators. The moment you pause, the moment you say, "I feel this, but I will not act yet," you take your power back. Power is not the absence of emotion. Power is the ability to feel without losing control. You are not broken because you feel too much. You are untrained. And training is possible. Every emotion rises. Every emotion falls. No emotion stays forever. But actions last. Words last. Damage lasts. This is why calm people win. They let the emotion pass, then they choose. And choice is freedom.
Secret 2. The pause is where strength lives. There is a small space between feeling and acting. Most people never see it. That space is called the pause. The pause can be one breath. The pause can be 5 seconds. The pause can be silence. In that small space, your life changes direction. Without the pause, you react. With the pause, you respond. Reacting feels powerful, but it is not. Reacting feels honest, but it is not wise. Response is quiet, but response is strong. Think about your past. How many problems started because you reacted too fast? How many relationships broke because you spoke too soon? How many regrets were born in one emotional second? You do not regret feeling, you regret acting without thinking. The pause protects you from regret. When you pause, your brain changes. Emotion calms. Logic returns. Clarity rises. You stop burning. You start seeing. This is not theory. This is biology. Your body cannot stay angry if you breathe slowly. Your mind cannot panic if your body is calm. Calm the body, the mind will follow. Strong people breathe before they speak. Weak people speak before they breathe. This is not about silence forever. This is about timing. Say less, say it later, say it better. Secret 3. Silence is not weakness, it is control. The world loves noise. Arguments, explanations, defenses. Everyone wants to be right. Everyone wants to win. But winning an argument, often losing peace. Silence scares insecure people because silence cannot be controlled. When you stay silent, you are not showing fear, you are showing discipline. It takes no skill to shout. It takes no strength to insult. But it takes deep strength to stay calm. Silence gives you space. Space gives you power. When you stay silent, people reveal themselves. They speak more. They show more. They expose their intentions. You learn, they burn. Silence is not running away. Silence is choosing your battles. You do not owe everyone an explanation. You do not owe everyone your energy. Some people do not want understanding. They want reaction. When you refuse to react, they lose interest. Peace begins where reaction ends. Secret 4. Most emotional pain comes from the past. This is hard to accept, but it is true. You are not always reacting to the moment. You are reacting to memory. A look reminds you of rejection. Silence reminds you of abandonment. Criticism reminds you of shame. The present touches the past, and the past explodes. That is why some reactions feel too big, too strong, too emotional. The situation is small, but the pain is old. Understanding this changes everything. When you ask, is this about now or about before, you break the spell. Awareness weakens emotion. You stop blaming others. You start understanding yourself. Healing begins with honesty. You cannot control the past, but you can stop letting it control today.
Secret 5. Calm is a skill, not a personality. Some people think, I am just emotional. I am not calm like others. This is a lie. Calm is trained, like a muscle. No one is born calm. People become calm through practice. Every small irritation is training. Every delay is training. Every rude moment is training. If you fail, you learn. If you try again, you grow. Calm does not mean passive. Calm means prepared. Calm people see clearly. They move with purpose. They do not rush. They do not beg. They do not explode. They choose. Part 2. Protect your energy. Respond with power. Live with clarity. In Part 1, you learned one core truth. Emotions are signals, not commands. You learned to pause. You learned the value of silence. You learned that calm is a skill. Now we go deeper. Because mastering emotions is not only about control, it is about protection. Your energy is limited. Your attention is limited. Your emotional strength is limited each day. If you give it away to the wrong things, you will feel empty, even if nothing big happened. This is why many people feel tired all the time, Not because life is hard, but because they fight every battle. They answer every message. They defend every opinion. They react to every comment. And slowly, they lose themselves. This part will teach you how to protect your energy, how to respond instead of react, how to stay clear when the world is loud. Secret 6. Not everything deserves your emotional energy. One of the biggest mistakes in life is this: trying to fix everything, trying to explain everything, trying to defend yourself to everyone. It feels responsible, it feels mature, but most of the time, it is emotional waste. You do not need to react to every opinion. You do not need to answer every message. You do not need to correct every misunderstanding. Some battles are designed to drain you. Some people do not want truth. They want reaction. They want your anger. They want your attention. They want your emotional energy. When you give it to them, they win, and you lose focus. Think about this. Every time you argue online, you lose time. Every time you explain yourself to someone who already judged you, you lose peace. Every time you replay an insult in your mind, you lose sleep. Energy given to the wrong place cannot be used for growth. Your dreams need energy. Your health needs energy. Your future needs energy. But energy is spent on drama. This is why emotional mastery is about choice. Ask yourself one simple question: does this deserve my energy? If the answer is no, walk away. Walking away is not weakness, it is wisdom. Strong people protect their inner world. They do not let noise live inside them.
Secret 7. Respond like a leader, not like a victim. A victim reacts. A leader responds. A victim speaks from pain. A leader speaks from clarity. A victim wants to be right. A leader wants to be effective. This is the difference. When someone insults you, a victim attacks back. A leader stays calm. When something feels unfair, a victim complains. A leader observes. This does not mean leaders accept disrespect. It means they choose the right moment. They choose the right words. They respond. They do not explode. Response is slow. Response is intentional. Response changes outcomes. Reaction creates damage. Think about the strongest people you know. They are not loud. They are not emotional. They speak when needed. They are silent when needed. They do not rush. This calm presence creates respect. People listen. People trust. Calm is leadership energy. If you want to be respected, control your response. Emotional triggers and how to disarm them. Everyone has triggers. A trigger is a situation that causes a strong reaction. Triggers come from the past: being ignored, being criticized, being compared, being rejected. When a trigger appears, your body reacts before your mind. Heart beats fast, breath becomes short, thoughts become loud. This is the danger zone. This is where reactions are born. To disarm a trigger, you need awareness. Name it. Say inside your mind, "I am triggered." This small sentence creates distance. Distance creates control. Then breathe slowly. Slow breath tells your body, "I am safe." When the body feels safe, the mind becomes clear. Now you can choose. Triggers lose power when they are seen. Awareness turns reaction into response. Stop trying to win. Start trying to be at peace. Many emotional reactions come from one place: the need to win. Win the argument, win the fight, win the conversation. But winning often costs peace. You prove your point, but you lose connection. You speak the truth, but with anger, and anger destroys the message. Ask yourself, what matters more, being right
or being calm. Most arguments are not about truth, they are about ego. Ego wants recognition, ego wants validation, but ego never gives peace. Peace comes from letting go of the need to explain, letting go of the need to be understood. Some people will never understand you, and that is okay. Your life does not need their approval. Emotional boundaries, the invisible protection. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. They decide what enters your inner world. Without boundaries, everything enters. Other people's moods, other people's problems, other people's anger. And you carry them. This is emotional overload.
Healthy boundaries sound like this. I will think about it later. I am not available for this conversation. I choose peace. You do not need to say these words out loud. You can say them inside. Boundaries are choices. Each time you choose not to react, you build a boundary. Each time you walk away from drama, you protect your peace. Emotional strength is built in small moments. Big calm comes from small practice. You do not learn emotional mastery in a crisis. You learn it in daily life. Spilled coffee, slow internet, late messages. These moments train you. If you stay calm here, you will stay calm in bigger storms. Practice in small moments. Pause, breathe, observe. This is emotional training. No pressure, no perfection, just awareness. 7 Life-Changing Secrets to Master Your Emotions. Part 3. Let go of ego. Heal the past. Live with quiet power. You have reached the final part. In Part 1, you learned how emotions work. You learned to pause. You learned that calm is strength. In Part 2, you learned to protect your energy. You learned to respond like a leader. You learned to choose peace over noise. Now comes the deepest lesson. This is where real freedom begins. Because even if you pause, even if you stay calm, even if you protect your energy, there is still one thing that can pull you back into pain. That thing is ego. Secret 8. Ego is loud. Peace is quiet. Ego is not confidence. Ego is fear wearing armor. Ego says they must respect me. They must understand me. They must know my value. When ego speaks, you feel the urge to explain, to defend, to prove. You reply to messages you should ignore. You argue with people who do not matter. You react just to feel seen. Ego hates silence because silence feels like invisibility. But here's the truth. You do not need to prove what is real. You do not need to defend your worth. The strongest people do not chase validation. They live quietly. They move steadily. They let results speak. Ego wants to win arguments. Peace wants to end suffering. You cannot have both. When you drop ego, you rise in power. How ego triggers emotional reactions. Ego reacts to 3 things most: disrespect, rejection, and being misunderstood. Someone speaks to you in a cold tone. Ego feels attacked. Someone ignores your message. Ego feels unimportant. Someone judges you wrongly. Ego wants to fight. And so you react. But ask yourself this: did your value really change, or did your ego just get hurt? Most emotional pain is not about damage, it is about pride. The moment you see this, the grip weakens. You stop reacting to protect ego. You start responding to protect peace. Let people be wrong about you. This is one of the hardest lessons, but it is also one of the most freeing. Some people will misunderstand you.
Some people will judge you unfairly. Some people will believe lies about you. You want to correct them. You want to explain. But not everyone deserves your truth. Silence is not agreement. Silence is self-respect. When you stop chasing understanding, you save energy. When you stop correcting everyone, you regain peace. Your life is not a courtroom. You are not on trial. Let people think what they want. Time reveals truth better than words. Healing emotional wounds. Slowly. Gently. You cannot master emotions without healing, because unhealed pain reacts automatically. Old wounds create fast reactions. If you were ignored before, you react strongly to silence now. If you were criticized before, you react strongly to feedback now. If you were abandoned before, you react strongly to distance now. This is not weakness. This is human. Healing starts with awareness. Say this to yourself. This pain is old. This moment is not the past. Feel the emotion. Do not fight it, but do not obey it either. Healing is not loud. Healing is quiet. It happens in reflection, in patience, in kindness toward yourself. You do not heal by forcing strength. You heal by allowing honesty. Quiet confidence, the highest form of power. Quiet confidence does not announce itself. It does not argue. It does not chase attention. It stands. Quiet confidence comes from self-trust. You trust yourself to stay calm. You trust yourself to choose well. You trust yourself to walk away when needed. You no longer need approval. This confidence feels light, not heavy. It does not need noise. People feel it, even if you say nothing. This is true power. When you stop reacting, life changes. You sleep better because your mind is quiet. Your relationships improve because your words are chosen. Your decisions get clearer because emotion no longer leads. You stop living in regret because you act with intention. Life becomes slower, but deeper. Problems still come, but they do not enter your heart. You become steady. Storms pass around you, not through you. Daily practice. Simple, powerful. You do not master emotions once. You practice every day. Here is a simple routine. Pause before speaking. Breathe before reacting. Ask before responding. Ask this: is this about now, or is this about my past? Choose silence when ego wants to scream. Choose calm when fear wants to run. Practice in small moments. This builds strength for big moments. Final words. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be aware. You are not here to suppress emotion. You are here to guide it. The less you react, the more you lead your life. The less you feed ego, the more peace you feel. This is emotional mastery. Not loud, not dramatic, not aggressive, but deep, steady, free. From this moment, choose calm, choose clarity, choose yourself. You do not need to react to everything. You never did, and now you never will.
If this message hit you, then don't just watch and leave. Like this video, share it to someone who needs this wake-up, and subscribe to this channel. Study yourself 1 hour a day. We are building a different breed here, a new generation of doers, people who don't wait for permission, people who build themselves daily, people who compound quietly and become untouchable over time. Hit subscribe, join the movement, 1 hour a day, every day. And in 1 year, your future self will not recognize you anymore. Let's grow. Let's execute. Let's dominate our own potential. Subscribe now and start becoming the person nobody can compete with.